The AATIF is a recent fund that was launched in the form of a public-private partnership. Of course, Deutsche Bank is the private partner, and then you have the government of Germany through KfW that has been clearly a strong stakeholder in the whole arrangement. We've positioned ourselves as a very strong multi-country partner to both Deutsche Bank and KfW Group, the German government as a whole. And the agenda is very simple. It's to promote trade and integration. Trade and integration within the region, but also between the region and the rest of the world, including Europe, of course. Agriculture has always been a backbone for the African economy. There's nothing really new about the importance of agriculture, but what we're trying to do is to push the productivity, and we're also trying to push the trade agenda. We believe that Africa actually has huge potential to export a lot of agricultural product to the rest of the world. And so to do that, you need a combination of things. You need infrastructure, but you also need trade finance to facilitate the movement of the product. And of course, Africa has a lot to offer, but economic surplus or large savings, so to speak, is not something that is very strong. So we require finance from other parts of the world to help us invest and facilitate trade. So this is really where the AATIF comes in. They help us boost our liquidity, our ability to finance these transactions. Deutsche Bank has stepped into our region in a way that it hasn't. I believe that's because of the changing environment. Africa is a much more desirable destination now for financing and investment. Deutsche Bank has recognized that, and they're delivering quality, efficiency in terms of the cost of the funding, the qualities in terms of the tenor of the funding, and also the relationships that they're bringing to the transaction. And if you look at the trade finance market as a whole, it's almost $1 trillion in the African continent. And so when you look at the 30 million that we've initiated this particular relationship with, it's a tiny drop in the ocean. This is only a first step, and we believe that there's much more capacity for Deutsche Bank to do more with us in the region. Public-private partnerships are very useful in the context of risk sharing. And so typically, we have a region that has a lot of countries that are not necessarily rated, countries that don't receive capital from the rest of the world, but it requires a little bit of support and sharing of risk to help private institutions actually come to the party. So we're happy to see that PPP work, as we say.